Israel must be stopped. Israel must be stopped now. We all see that Israel is burning Palestinian civilians alive in Gaza, civilians sheltering in hospital tents. How much more do we have to bear? Last week, medical doctors reported how child after child after child are being targeted by Israeli snipers to the head and to the heart. Israeli soldiers are literally hunting our children for fun. We know they enjoy their war crimes because they're showing us themselves in their videos. They laugh as they destroy our homes. They grin as they smash up our possessions. They smirk as they wear our women's clothes. The United Nations released a report last week saying that Israel is committing the war crime of extermination against Palestinians through deliberate targeting of hospitals and medical staff. Extermination. Do you hear us? We're being exterminated in a live-streamed genocide. A broadcast to your phones. No one can say they didn't know. The systematic starvation, the systematic torture and rape of Palestinian hostages, the systematic erasure of our universities, hospitals and schools. This is Zionism. It must be dismantled. Israel is committing record-breaking levels of sickening depravity and being rewarded for it by the West. We are calling out from the darkness, but we are sick and tired of asserting our right to life, our right to dignity, our right to everything you take for granted. Enough is enough. Palestinians in the north of Gaza remain steadfast, defying the Israeli orders of ethnic cleansing for a year, knowing too well that a death march to the south would be no safer than where they remained. And they were right. Israel bombed the so-called humanitarian zone and massacred those who fled. And now, as punishment for staying, Israel is committed to their extermination. Right now, hundreds of thousands in Gaza City hear the slaughter taking place just minutes up the road in Jabalia refugee camp. They hear the machine of death approaching. The fighter jets, the Apache helicopters, the quadcopters, the drones, the tanks, the snipers, the machine guns. They hear the screams, the shrieks, the terror as the most sophisticated industrialized military technology is deployed on the besieged, starved and immiserated population of defenseless refugees. Israel is performing experiments in death, testing the world each day to see what it can get away with. And what it gets away with in Jabalia, it will carry out in Gaza City very soon. Think back to your history lessons at school, when your teacher asked you, what would you have done? When you learned about the worst atrocity committed in human history, the slave trade, the Holocaust, apartheid in South Africa. Well, this is one of those moments. What you are doing now is exactly what you would have done. Gaza is the front line in a war against evil and barbarism. Israel must be stopped. Yet instead, after each crime Israel commits, it is rewarded with yet more bombs, more weapons and more technology to kill us. Where is the humanity? Where is international law? Weapons have not stopped flowing to Israel, and the Western media has not stopped giving cover to Israel's crimes. At what point do we stop talking about Western complicity, but Western participation in this genocide? Where are the sanctions? Where are the ICC arrest warrants? Why are Israeli ambassadors still walking the corridors of power? Send them home. Where are the global strikes, forcing this industrialized killing machine to grind to a halt? Across the world, we have to accept that we have failed the Palestinian people. Now we must find new methods and new ways to end this madness. Make no mistake, what we see happening in Gaza today will not stay in Gaza. Every red line, every international norm has been torn up. Israel has made the world a much more dangerous place, and unless it is stopped, it will continue its campaign of terror engulfing us all. Israel wants a full-on regional war, drawing in the US and Iran, which could kill millions and set the world on fire. Everything must stop. Stop the talk. Stop living your life as normal. Stop the fucking genocide now. As Israel attempts to erase the Palestinian people under the cover of darkness, targeting journalists and censoring the press, we must rise from the ashes. At Palestine Deep Dive, we are building a multimedia space where our voices, the Palestinian voices, are always front and center. And right now, we just need 3,000 more of you to join our regular supporters and back our work so we can rapidly expand our output. Help us build the future of journalism. Become a supporter at Palestine Deep Dive gaza.com/support. This is 100% independent media powered by you.